In a world driven by speed and progress, where life moves at an unforgiving pace, it's easy to lose sight of the little things that truly matter. We rush from one task to the next, chasing deadlines, goals, and dreams, rarely stopping to reflect on the moments that shape us. Yet, sometimes, it's not the grand milestones that define us, but the quiet, unassuming instances that leave an indelible mark on our hearts and minds. Have you ever found yourself pausing, captivated by an unexpected story, a fleeting moment, or a simple act of kindness? It's these seemingly ordinary occurrences that carry extraordinary power. They teach us about humanity, resilience, and the shared threads that connect us all. Such moments remind us to slow down, observe, and listen, to truly embrace life in its raw and unfiltered form. This video is an invitation to explore one such story, a tale that will inspire, move, and perhaps even challenge the way you perceive the world around you. Through the lens of this narrative, we'll uncover the beauty of human connection, the impact of small actions, and the profound lessons that lie hidden in the everyday. Let this journey serve as a reminder, in the chaos of life, there is always space for reflection, growth, and inspiration. So take a deep breath, open your mind, and join us as we delve into this captivating story that promises to leave a lasting impression on your heart. Picture a small, bustling town tucked away in the countryside, where the rhythm of life moves a little slower. The cobblestone streets are alive with the sounds of footsteps and laughter, as shopkeepers call out cheerful greetings to passers-by. The scent of freshly baked bread wafts through the air, mingling with the earthy aroma of nearby fields. It's a place where traditions run deep, and everyone seems to know each other's names, a charming, almost idyllic world, yet one that holds its own share of challenges and quiet struggles. In the heart of this town, there's a modest corner cafe, a place where locals gather for steaming cups of coffee and heartfelt conversations. Its faded wooden sign, painted with the words "Morning Glow Cafe," has seen better days, but the warmth inside is undeniable. The walls are lined with mismatched photographs, each capturing fragments of the town's history, celebrations, milestones, and quiet moments frozen in time. It's here, in this unassuming space, that our story begins. The cafe owner, Mrs. Harper, is a figure of familiarity to everyone in town, with her kind eyes and a knack for remembering every customer's favorite order. She embodies the very spirit of community. But beneath her welcoming demeanor lies a woman grappling with a heavy burden, a financial struggle threatening to close the doors of the cafe she's run for decades. At the same time, just a few blocks away, a young boy named Theo spends his days sketching in a weathered notebook. Barely 10 years old, Theo has a talent that defies his age. His drawings, though simple, capture the essence of the town and its people with remarkable clarity. Theo is quiet, shy, and often overlooked by his peers. Yet, through his sketches, he expresses the depth of his observations and the emotions he finds hard to put into words. One day, a chance encounter brings Theo and Mrs. Harper together. On a quiet afternoon, as Theo wanders into the cafe seeking refuge from a sudden rainstorm, he notices Mrs. Harper sitting at a corner table, her usually bright expression clouded with worry. Curious but hesitant, Theo quietly takes a seat nearby, pulling out his notebook to draw. Unbeknownst to him, this small act of sitting and sketching will set into motion a chain of events that will forever alter the lives of those around him. As the days go by, Theo begins to visit the cafe regularly, his presence becoming a quiet but steady comfort to Mrs. Harper. She notices his drawings and, despite her troubles, encourages his talent with words of praise. Theo, in turn, starts to find inspiration in the stories Mrs. Harper shares about the cafe's history, the people who've walked through its doors, and the memories etched into its walls. Outside the cafe, the town itself serves as a backdrop to their evolving bond. There's the lively farmers market on Saturdays, where vendors sell everything from handmade crafts to freshly picked produce. The old library on Main Street, with its creaky wooden floors, offers a haven for those seeking solace in books. And then there's the town square, where festivals and parades bring the community together, creating moments of collective joy. But beneath this vibrant surface lies a community facing its own challenges, small businesses struggling to survive, families stretched thin, and dreams left unrealized. It's a reality that mirrors Mrs. Harper's predicament, making her cafe story all the more poignant. As we set the scene for this tale, it's important to understand that this is more than just a story about a cafe or a young boy with a gift for drawing. It's a story about the intersection of lives, the unexpected ways we touch each other's hearts, and the ripple effects of small, seemingly insignificant actions. It's about the power of hope and creativity to transform not only individuals but entire communities. In the chapters to come, we'll see how Theo's sketches become a source of inspiration and change, not just for Mrs. Harper but for the town as a whole. Through his eyes, we'll explore the beauty of resilience, the strength of connection, and the profound impact of recognizing and nurturing each other's unique gifts. Let us step into this world, where the ordinary becomes extraordinary, and where the smallest gestures can ignite a spark of transformation. This is the backdrop of our story, a setting rich with history, emotion, and untapped potential. It all began on a rainy afternoon when Theo, a quiet 10-year-old boy with a knack for sketching, wandered into the Morning Glow Cafe for the first time. The cafe, tucked into a cozy corner of town, had long been a beloved gathering place, though it now bore signs of age and neglect. The faded paint on the walls, the squeaky chairs, and the flickering sign above the door told a story of years gone by, years filled with laughter, shared secrets, and countless cups of coffee. But lately, the cafe had grown quieter, and its owner, Mrs. Harper, struggled silently to keep it afloat. Theo wasn't a typical visitor. While most of the cafe's patrons came for coffee or conversation, Theo carried a tattered sketchbook under his arm, filled with intricate drawings of his world. He was shy, preferring to observe life rather than participate in it. His drawings captured the essence of the town, the market vendors with their sun-kissed faces, children chasing one another in the park, and even the elderly librarian with her ever-present stack of books. When Theo stepped inside the cafe, rain dripping from his coat, Mrs. Harper greeted him with a kind smile. Though her eyes betrayed her exhaustion, she offered him a seat near the window, where he could watch the rain streak the glass. Theo, feeling an unexpected sense of warmth in the space, pulled out his sketchbook and began to draw. Mrs. Harper, intrigued by the young boy's focus, approached him with a steaming mug of cocoa. "What are you working on there?" she asked, her voice soft and inviting. Theo hesitated, unsure how to respond, but eventually turned the sketchbook toward her. On the page was a delicate pencil drawing of the cafe, capturing its every detail: the uneven floorboards, the worn menu board, and even the tiny vase of wilting flowers on the counter. "This is incredible," Mrs. Harper said, her face lighting up for the first time in weeks. "You've captured it perfectly." From that day on, Theo became a regular at the cafe. Each visit brought new sketches, Mrs. Harper pouring coffee, a couple laughing over a shared dessert, a mother soothing her crying baby. The drawings seemed to breathe life into the cafe, reminding Mrs. Harper of its heart and purpose. But Theo wasn't just observing. He was listening too. He noticed how Mrs. Harper sighed as she sorted through unpaid bills, how her smile faded when the cafe sat empty for hours. Theo understood, in his quiet way, that the cafe was in trouble. One evening, as the cafe was closing, Theo mustered the courage to show Mrs. Harper an idea he'd been working on. Flipping through his sketchbook, he revealed a series of drawings that told a story, the cafe's story. There were scenes of its vibrant past, with lines out the door and laughter filling the air, juxtaposed with images of its present struggles. But the final drawing was different. It showed a future where the cafe thrived once again, filled with people and light. Mrs. Harper was moved to tears. "Theo, these are beautiful, but what can we do? The bills keep piling up, and I don't know how much longer I can hold on." Theo thought for a moment, then shyly suggested, "What if we share the story with everyone?" And so, a plan was born. Mrs. Harper and Theo began working together to bring his sketches to life. They created posters and flyers, each featuring one of Theo's drawings alongside a heartfelt message about the cafe's history and its importance to the community. The posters invited people to come and support the cafe, promising live music, special events, and a chance to see more of Theo's artwork. Word spread quickly. The townspeople, many of whom hadn't visited the cafe in years, were drawn in by the nostalgia and the charm of Theo's art. The first event was a resounding success. Local musicians performed, neighbors reconnected, and Theo's drawings were displayed on the walls like a gallery. But the most significant moment came when Theo unveiled his masterpiece, a mural he had painted on one of the cafe's walls. It depicted the town's history, interwoven with scenes from the cafe's past and present. The mural became a symbol of resilience and community, a reminder of the importance of coming together to preserve what matters most. As the cafe's fortunes began to turn, Theo found himself transformed as well. Once a quiet observer, he became an integral part of the community, his talent celebrated and his voice heard. Mrs. Harper, too, rediscovered her passion for the cafe, infused with new hope and energy. The cafe's story didn't just end with its revival. It inspired others in the town to take action. Small businesses began collaborating, hosting joint events and supporting one another. Theo's art became a unifying thread, appearing in shop windows, on community boards, and even in the local newspaper. Through it all, Theo and Mrs. Harper remained at the heart of it, proving that even the smallest actions, like a boy sketching in a corner cafe, can spark a movement. Their story became a testament to the power of creativity, connection, and the belief that no one is ever truly alone when facing life's challenges. As the days turned to months, the cafe flourished once more, its tables filled with laughter and its walls adorned with Theo's art. And in the heart of the bustling town, a boy and a woman found a sense of purpose and belonging that neither had thought possible. This was no longer just the story of a cafe. It was the story of a community finding itself again, one sketch, one conversation, and one shared moment at a time. The revival of the Morning Glow Cafe and the transformation of Theo from a shy observer to an active participant in his community offer profound insights into the broader implications of creativity, collective action, and the interconnectedness of individuals within a society. While the immediate story centers around the cafe's resurgence, it also serves as a microcosm of a much larger societal narrative, a reflection of how local communities, businesses, and individuals can foster resilience and revitalization through collaboration, art, and emotional engagement. First, the role of art, specifically Theo's drawings, cannot be understated in this narrative. Art has long been a powerful tool for social change, acting as a vehicle for expression, reflection, and inspiration. Theo's ability to see beauty in the seemingly mundane elements of everyday life allowed him to capture the essence of the cafe in a way that words could not. His sketches revealed the layers of meaning embedded within the space, the memories, the history, and the untold stories that lingered within the walls of the cafe. By visually preserving these moments, Theo brought a new form of life to the cafe, giving it an identity and significance that resonated deeply with the people who had once frequented it. This connection between art and space is vital in understanding how public art, whether in the form of murals, posters, or installations, can reinvigorate local spaces and encourage people to view their environment with renewed appreciation. Moreover, the cafe's revival highlights a crucial aspect of local economies, the power of community engagement. When Theo and Mrs. Harper took the step of sharing the cafe's story through Theo's artwork, they invited others to become active participants in the cafe's future. This act of inclusivity, encouraging the town's residents to see the cafe not as a business struggling to survive, but as a community asset, helped shift the narrative. It turned the cafe from a mere commercial space into a cultural hub, a place where people could engage with art, music, and each other. By opening the doors to the broader community, the cafe became a space where individuals could contribute not just their money but their time, creativity, and energy. This transformation is emblematic of a larger trend in modern society, where businesses and organizations that emphasize community involvement and social responsibility often find themselves not just surviving but thriving. The shift from a business-oriented mindset to a community-centered approach also speaks to a larger trend in the way people view consumption. In many modern cities and towns, the focus has traditionally been on the individual experience, shopping, eating, and consuming in isolation. However, the rise of small businesses that emphasize connection over mere transaction reflects a growing desire for experiences that are rich in meaning and human interaction. People increasingly seek spaces that allow them to feel part of something bigger than themselves, to engage with local culture and with one another. The success of the cafe's revival, powered by Theo's art and the community's engagement, suggests that businesses that can provide not just a product or service, but also a sense of belonging and purpose are more likely to succeed in today's evolving marketplace. In the context of the cafe's success, we can also explore the broader societal implications of resilience. The town's collective action in saving the cafe demonstrates the importance of community solidarity in overcoming shared challenges. Resilience is often framed as an individual trait, the ability to bounce back after setbacks, but the story of the cafe proves that resilience can be a communal attribute. It's a collective spirit that enables individuals to pool their resources, talents, and efforts in order to face adversity together. In this case, the residents of the town recognize the importance of preserving the cafe not only as a business but as a cultural institution. Their willingness to engage, contribute, and support the cafe, whether through attending events, purchasing coffee, or helping to raise awareness, highlighted the powerful role that communities play in fostering resilience, rather than leaving businesses like the cafe to fend for themselves in isolation. The town embraced the idea that the health of one entity is intimately connected to the health of the larger community. The cafe's rebirth also offers insight into the role of nostalgia in contemporary life. In an age dominated by rapid technological advancements and cultural shifts, many individuals find themselves yearning for a sense of continuity, for places and experiences that anchor them to a familiar past. The Morning Glow Cafe embodied this sense of nostalgia, reminding the townspeople of simpler times, when conversations flowed more freely, when neighbors greeted one another regularly, and when local businesses thrived on personal connections. Theo's artwork, steeped in the intimate details of the cafe's past, tapped into this collective longing for continuity, for preservation. By sharing the cafe's history through his sketches, Theo reminded people of what was worth saving. In doing so, he not only revived a business but also revived the emotional and social connections that had once been the heart of the town. Yet, the broader analysis also forces us to reflect on the challenges that face small businesses today. Despite the success of the cafe's revival, there are many such businesses that continue to struggle, often without the resources, community support, or creative solutions that the Morning Glow Cafe benefited from. Economic pressures, rising costs, and shifting consumer preferences have led to the closure of countless local establishments. The story of the cafe's revival, therefore, stands as a testament to the power of community, but also as a reminder that this kind of transformation is not universally achievable. It calls into question how society values and supports small businesses, and whether the same level of attention can be given to other struggling entities. Can the lessons learned from the cafe's revival be applied more broadly to other local businesses, particularly those that may not have the benefit of a young artist or a close-knit community willing to support them? This remains an important question for policymakers, business owners, and communities to consider. Ultimately, the revival of the Morning Glow Cafe serves as a powerful illustration of how creativity, community, and resilience can come together to overcome adversity. It provides a roadmap for individuals and communities looking to revitalize their own spaces, showing that small acts of creativity, whether through art, storytelling, or simple engagement, can have a far-reaching impact. In today's fast-paced, often impersonal world, the story of Theo and Mrs. Harper reminds us that the power to change our environment lies not just in grand gestures or major investments, but in the everyday connections we make with one another and the spaces we inhabit. The story of the Morning Glow Cafe offers valuable insights into the power of creativity, community, resilience, and the importance of shared history in overcoming challenges. Through the revival of this small local business, we learn that success is not solely dependent on individual effort, but rather on collective action, adaptability, and the ability to harness the strength of a community. One of the most compelling aspects of the cafe's revival is the role of creativity in solving problems. Theo, a young artist who was initially a passive observer of life, used his artistic talents to reimagine the cafe and connect the community to its history. His sketches, which beautifully captured the essence of the cafe, did more than just decorate the space. They told a story and reinvigorated the town's memories of a place that once held great significance. This demonstrates how creativity can be a powerful tool not just for beautification, but for problem-solving and revitalization. By offering a fresh perspective, Theo's art gave the community a reason to care about the cafe once again. This creative intervention underscores a broader truth. Problems are not always solved through conventional methods. Sometimes, thinking outside the box is necessary to identify solutions that traditional approaches may overlook. Creativity enables us to see possibilities and potential in situations where others might see only failure or stagnation. Whether it's in business, personal challenges, or even social and cultural movements, creative thinking allows for new opportunities and breakthroughs that might otherwise remain hidden. Equally important is the role of community involvement. The cafe's revival was not the work of a single person, but a collective effort that brought together people from all walks of life. The townspeople, who shared a deep connection to the cafe and its legacy, rallied around the cause, contributing their time, energy, and resources to ensure its success. This spirit of collaboration is a critical takeaway for anyone looking to make a difference in their community or organization. When people feel a sense of ownership and pride in something, they are more likely to invest in its success and actively participate in its growth. Moreover, the cafe's transformation highlights the importance of creating spaces where people can come together. In an era where digital connections often replace face-to-face interactions, the cafe served as a hub for shared experiences and socialization. It became a place where individuals could connect with each other, exchange ideas, and strengthen the social fabric of the town. The sense of belonging that the cafe fostered was key to its survival, reminding us that physical spaces, whether a cafe, a park, or a community center, play an essential role in bringing people together and cultivating a sense of unity. The cafe's revival also sheds light on the concept of resilience, not just as an individual quality, but as something that can be fostered through collaboration and community support. While resilience is often associated with personal strength and the ability to bounce back from adversity, the story of the Morning Glow Cafe shows that it is just as much about how we support one another. Resilience in the face of challenges can be magnified when we come together, pooling our resources and talents to overcome obstacles as a group. This collective resilience is especially important in times of crisis, whether faced by a single business, a community, or even society at large. In today's world, where economic uncertainty and global challenges abound, it is clear that the ability to adapt and work together is essential for long-term survival and success. Another lesson from the cafe's story is the power of nostalgia in shaping identity and fostering community spirit. For many of the townspeople, the cafe was more than just a business. It was a cherished part of their history and a symbol of the town's identity. Theo's art tapped into this shared nostalgia, allowing people to reconnect with the memories they held dear. This emotional connection to the past played a crucial role in the cafe's revival, proving that a deep connection to history can be a source of strength when facing the future. Nostalgia, when used thoughtfully, can provide a sense of continuity and purpose, helping individuals and communities navigate change while honoring what they value most. However, the cafe's story also serves as a reminder that while nostalgia can be a powerful tool for building community, it must be balanced with progress. The future of any community, business, or organization depends on its ability to evolve and adapt to new circumstances. The cafe's revival wasn't just about preserving the past. It was about using the lessons of history to inform a new direction. by embracing both tradition and innovation. The cafe found a way to move forward while remaining grounded in the values that had made it beloved in the first place. At a deeper level, the revival of the Morning Glow Cafe illustrates the impact that small acts of initiative and kindness can have on a larger scale. Theo could have chosen to remain on the sidelines, but by deciding to use his artistic talents to help the cafe, he set off a chain reaction that transformed the business and revitalized the town. This story emphasizes the importance of not underestimating the impact of individual actions, whether it's through creativity, offering support, or simply showing up for something we believe in. Small efforts can create ripple effects that lead to significant change. It's a reminder that no contribution is too small, and even the simplest act can inspire others to take action, creating a wave of positive change that can alter the course of events. The lessons from the Morning Glow Cafe are timeless and can be applied to many aspects of our lives. Whether we are striving to revitalize a local business, improve our communities, or navigate personal challenges, the story teaches us the power of creativity, collaboration, and resilience. By recognizing the value of our collective efforts and embracing the strengths that come from working together, we can overcome adversity and build a brighter, more inclusive future. In a world that often feels divided, the story of the cafe reminds us that true strength lies in unity, shared purpose, and the willingness to work together to create something greater than ourselves. The revival of the Morning Glow Cafe represents more than just the success of a local business. It stands as a testament to the power of community, creativity, and collective resilience. Through this journey, we've seen how a small, seemingly insignificant space can become the heart of a town when people come together with a shared purpose. What began as a modest cafe, steeped in history but at risk of fading into obscurity, was transformed into a thriving hub of activity, cultural expression, and social connection. The cafe's story serves as an inspiring example of how even the smallest of initiatives, when fueled by passion and determination, can lead to remarkable change. At its core, the revival of the cafe was a story of people working together to breathe new life into something they cherished. Theo's artistic contributions, the town's collective efforts, and the resilience of the cafe's owner all played a crucial role in turning the tide. This transformation would not have been possible if it weren't for the willingness of individuals to get involved, contribute their time and talents, and invest in something that mattered to them. It's a powerful reminder that, regardless of the scale of the task at hand, change is possible when people unite with a shared vision and work collaboratively toward a common goal. As we reflect on this story, it's important to recognize that we all have a part to play in creating meaningful change, whether in our communities, workplaces, or personal lives. Just as the townspeople came together to save the cafe, we can apply the same principles of collaboration, creativity, and resilience to the challenges we face. Every community has the potential to be a place of strength, connection, and support. By nurturing creativity and fostering a culture of collaboration, we can unlock untapped potential and create environments where everyone can thrive. For those inspired by the story of the Morning Glow Cafe, there are many ways to get involved in revitalizing the places and causes that matter most to you. Whether it's a local business, a community project, or a personal endeavor, the same principles that help the cafe thrive can be applied to other areas of life. Creativity can drive innovation, collaboration can solve complex problems, and resilience can help us weather any storm. It's time to look around us and ask, what are the spaces or initiatives in our communities that could benefit from a little creative thinking, collective action, and renewed purpose? One of the most powerful takeaways from the cafe's revival is the idea that change starts with a single action. Theo could have easily dismissed the idea of helping the cafe, but by taking the first step and using his artistic talents to reimagine the space, he sparked a chain reaction that led to something greater than he could have imagined. This serves as a reminder that each of us has the potential to make a difference. No matter how small our contributions may seem, the act of showing up, offering our skills, or simply supporting others can be the catalyst for transformative change. If you're inspired by the story of the Morning Glow Cafe, consider how you might apply the lessons of creativity, collaboration, and resilience in your own life. Whether you're an artist, an entrepreneur, or simply someone who cares about their community, you have the power to contribute to positive change. Look for opportunities to support local businesses, collaborate with others on creative projects, or lend your talents to causes that matter to you. By doing so, you not only help others, but also strengthen the fabric of your community and create lasting impact. Furthermore, the Morning Glow Cafe teaches us that resilience is not just about bouncing back from setbacks, it's about adapting to change, learning from challenges, and emerging stronger than before. In today's fast-paced and often unpredictable world, resilience has never been more important. Whether we're facing personal struggles, professional obstacles, or global crises, the ability to adapt and stay resilient is key to navigating the complexities of modern life. By learning to embrace change and remain steadfast in the face of adversity, we can build the strength needed to overcome even the toughest challenges. The cafe's story also highlights the importance of remembering and celebrating our shared history. In a world that's constantly changing, it's easy to forget the places, traditions, and values that have shaped our communities. Yet, as the revival of the cafe shows, there's power in honoring the past while moving forward. Nostalgia, when harnessed thoughtfully, can be a source of inspiration and strength. By connecting with our history, we can find the motivation to create something new while staying grounded in the values that matter most. As we conclude the story of the Morning Glow Cafe, we're reminded that it's not just about the cafe itself, but about the lessons it imparts. Change is possible when we come together as a community, harnessing our collective creativity and resilience to overcome challenges and build something better. The cafe's revival is a symbol of what can happen when people unite with a shared purpose and work toward a common goal. It shows us that no matter the size of the challenge, we all have the power to make a difference. And just like the Morning Glow Cafe, we can create spaces of connection, collaboration, and creativity wherever we go. So, what's next? The opportunity to create meaningful change is right in front of you. Look around and see where your skills, talents, and passions can make a difference. Whether it's through supporting a local business, contributing to a community project, or simply showing up for those around you, you have the power to make an impact. The revival of the Morning Glow Cafe is proof that, together, we can create something truly special. It's time to take action, embrace creativity, and work together to build a brighter, more connected future.